everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. A pair of tight ends will be on the field today looking to do whatever it takes to give their team an advantage. It's the Texans going up against the Patriots. With that, we'll send you up to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. Hello again, everybody. I'm Brandon Godden here in the booth with, as always, Charles Davis. Charles, a lot of times in the open, we focus on quarterbacks, running backs. What about the tight ends in this one?
Well, I think LR identified it really well because the tight ends are matchup nightmares nowadays. Who are you going to cover them with? Because really, they are pumped up wide receivers who can flat out run and use their body to create bigger plays. Cover them with a linebacker, cover them with a defensive back. Either way, they feel like they have the advantage.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the man leading the Patriots here in this one under center will be Jacoby Brissett, the man out of NC State. It's 2 more weeks till Tom Brady comes back. You got Garoppolo with a shoulder issue. This could be Brissett's team for a couple weeks.
And I know a lot of people are wondering, how do the Patriots do it with Jacoby Brissett? But they were really high on him in the draft. He went earlier than most people expected. But the Patriots like his character, they like his makeup, his ability to move in and out of the pocket, and they think that they can do just fine with Jacoby Brissett leading their team.
They slot Gronkowski outright. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we roll now on the offensive starters, and everybody always loves to talk about Gronk.
And wouldn't a lot of teams love to redraft right now? This guy went in the 2nd round. Yet no matter what, you've got a game plan for him when you're opposing him.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Vince Wilfork is a terrific player. The first thing you notice, obviously, is his size. But his agility will surprise you. He can play defensive end as well as hold down the middle as a defensive tackle.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Brock Osweiler leading the offense for the Houston Texans out there. The 2-0 Houston Texans with wins over the Bears and Chiefs. They're looking pretty good so far.
Got guys all around him who can make plays. DeAndre Hopkins, he leads the pack. He had over 100 yards receiving against Kansas City. How about Will Fuller, the rookie receiver? He's over 100 yards as well in that game. And Lamar Miller as a runner, he can also catch it out of the backfield. Brock Osweiler can spread it around and be successful.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller, and he actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards, another 61 in the air, and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop him, go get him, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, a big-time pickup for the Texans.
Detroit!
They'll run it again with Miller. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Second and 10 now. Osweiler. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
It seems like whenever people talk about Chris Long, the #1 thing they discuss is his motor and how relentless he is. Let's not forget, he's also a superior athlete.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. The catch made by Miller. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Let's go.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, They were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Osweiler surveying the field. Look at the time. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Brissett. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Here's Blunt, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Brissett throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play. Well, with Gronk out, Martellus Bennett really stepped up in week 2, over 100 yards and a touchdown.
And really emerged because in week 1, there weren't very many opportunities for him, but he didn't care about that. They got the win. That's all that mattered to him. But how about this game? 5 catches, 114 yards, a touchdown, and a serious straight arm. Byron Maxwell tried to get him down, but Bennett wasn't having any of it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
He'll drop to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right? I
think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now Osweiler on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Here we go.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Brissett. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
They come up in an offset eye. Brissett. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Now Blunt. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Come on, let's go!
They go play action here on 1st down. Deep drop. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Let's go! Brand 38!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go! Brand 38!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he floats one there, incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Miller, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How to be 6'7", be able to see over coverages into open windows. Brock Osweiler just did that with the slant route.
With that height, was also a great basketball player. Gonzaga, as you know, actually offered him a scholarship in high school for hoops.
Hard to believe he didn't take that, decided he wanted to play football, and ultimately chose Arizona State because of the direct flights from his hometown of Montana into Phoenix, Arizona.
Is that true?
That's a true story. Allowed his parents to come see him play a lot easier.
Wide open receiver complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They come up in an offset eye. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Green 39! Green 39!
Again, it's Miller. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They go play action now. Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now! 3-19! 3-19!
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
Osweiler letting one go deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Novak's kick is good. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Osweiler on first down. And there's a flag on the field. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Holding, defense.
Got a little handsy there, defensive holding, Charles.
And defenders will get away with as much as you will allow. The 5-yard mark tells the officials where the line should be drawn.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run. This is blue. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, to get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 3.
On 3rd and goal, Osweiler finding time. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Novak's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So it's been a battle of field goals here early on. I guess if this were a soccer game, it'd be 2-1, but instead here it's now 6-3.
You mean if this were a football game? Give credit to both defenses, though. When push comes to shove here early, they've held the line. And neither of these offenses have been able to break through.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Brissett. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Brissett going underneath to Blount. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The reigning defensive player of the year, J.J. Watt, in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
Hey, we've got tight left, tight ends left. 3 down, 3 down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Ryan Allen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And here comes the Texans now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. Gets it to Strong. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Second and very short here, less than a yard.
Let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. First and 10, it's Osweiler. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Off the play fake, here's Osweiler. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Jamie Collins, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Patriots and the Texans haven't had a reliable run game so far. The push up front has not been there, and you have to give credit to both defenses on that front. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Texans with the football early first. The pass will be caught over the middle, and he'll end up picking up 18 yards on the play. Texans now late in the first quarter. It's Chris Long with the sack here. Now 1st and 10 to once again sack the QB. This ends up as a loss of 7. Texans lined up at the 48. Collins is going to push his way to the QB here. This goes for a loss of 9. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Gillette Stadium for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. it didn't exist.
Defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Here's Osweiler to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Blunt, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
When people see Vince Wilfork, they don't think about his versatility, do they? But we've seen that throughout his career where he's actually played some defensive end as well as his expected defensive tackle and nose tackle positions. Strength, great quickness inside. That allows him to make plays in the offensive backfield.
Absolutely a run stopper. Brissett. And that is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller.
Whoosh.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On 2nd down, Osweiler. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So the Patriots coming out now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Let's go.
Again, here's Blunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. J.J. Watt there on the tackle for a loss. Of course, last year's Defensive Player of the Year.
And we love saying his name, don't we? J.J. Watt. How about all that production, too? 29 tackles for loss in 2015.
And 2nd place only had 23. 3rd down at 8 now. Gronkowski, slot left. Here's Brissett. He's got time in the pocket. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Blunt, the lone running back. He's going to get the football. A beautiful spin and room to run. And a cut to the sideline. And he'll take it into the end end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, 68 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They begin with a run by Miller. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Miller, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Gets it to Strong. And he's brought down after a good gain. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Miller. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. To throw is Osweiler. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back out for another drive comes LeGarrette Blount. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
They start on the ground here with Blount. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run again with Blount. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Texans take possession. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, here's Miller. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And his throw here's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And, of course, Charles, through just 2 weeks of the season, quite a few 2-0 teams. Good news for those fan bases since 1990 when the NFL made the move to 2 wild cards. Close to 60% of teams that started 2-0 got into the postseason.
And I'm going to keep it strictly in the AFC right now. Here's what impressed me about some of these 2-0 teams. How about New England? All right, Jimmy Garoppolo has been the starting quarterback. He gets hurt. Jacoby Brissett comes in, and they still win the game. How about the Broncos and Trevor Siemian? They're off to a 2-0 start. I love what Houston was able to do to get to 2-0. Exercised a big demon in beating Kansas City, who routed them last year in the playoffs. Those teams have really impressed me, and last but not least, Pittsburgh focused and beat Cincinnati to get to 2-0.
On third down, Osweiler. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Key tight end, key tight end. 4 down, check, 4 down. Here we go. Red 38, red 38. 56.
Brissett. Surveying the field. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Blunt, the lone running back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They slot Gronkowski outright. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Come on. Here we go. 196, baby.
Here's Brissett. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight.
Here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Here we go now. 3-19.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. They get 25 yards out of that one, and it'll give the Texans a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
In the red zone this time. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now it's Osweiler. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And Novak's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. Danny Amendola on the return. Gronkowski, slot left.
Here we go. What? 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He'll look to throw. Finding time. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down.
Let's go. What? 9.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for his
nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. fielded just inside the 30. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. Gronkowski, slot left. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Brissett surveying the field. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt, in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
And that's the 2nd sack of the day for J.J. Watt. I think we're probably surprised when he gets less than multiple sacks in a game, aren't we?
Really, at this stage in his career, what he's been able to prove, it's something.
It really is, and it's just the way he gets them done. Variety of spots along the defensive line against all types of guys trying to block him. Centers, guards, tackles, tight ends, backs. It doesn't matter. He gets it done.
Let's go!
Here's Brissett. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got time. Great protection. And his throw is incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go! Blue Lanny! Blue Lanny!
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. We've got a 3rd and 11. They go play action now. Osweiler. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. He'll look to set up his blockers. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. LeGarrette Blount. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. First down, Osweiler. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. 2nd and 10. It's Osweiler again. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And he's got it, Fedorowicz. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Miller, the lone setback. Again, Osweiler. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. Finding time. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Again on 2nd and 10 now, it's Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation.
Let's go.
To throw again is Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And they're going to speed things up here. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. Miller, the lone setback. Throwing again, Osweiler. And Miller with it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Osweiler will throw again. Complete to Mumphrey. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it here. This is James White. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now out comes Houston. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
False start, offense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw. Surveying the field. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's got time. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He'll look to throw. Finding time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but As you said, incomplete. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Start offense.
Push him back. Push him back.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Osweiler on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady's singing yet, but she's starting to hum a little bit, isn't she?
You think she's doing scales at this point? I don't think there's any doubt about it, but they had to go for it. In this situation, with their timeout situation as well, they had to take the chance, try and get it done. They didn't. Now they're powerless to stop them, essentially.
They need a big play somehow from their defense. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots